What's up, guys? So we're back in our makeshift studio, as y'all can tell, which is my room. We got the wonderful couch. It's still in my room. Yes, sir. Okay. So, see, I just lost track what I was gonna say. Give me a second.
He's thinking. It'll come back to him.
Oh yeah. Okay. So.
There we go.
So yeah. So we found a car meet that was gonna happen around, I think, July 20th, around 7:30 p.m. So we might go hit that up, which is gonna be interesting. It's like a classic or like a normal car meet, because on the pictures I saw like some really old timey cars, and or some classic cars and I saw like a BRZ, and like, okay, I don't know what's going on there, but we probably go hit that up. So that's one car meet we can finally do after a long time. But today we're just going to talk about the new 2021 Ford Bronco.
Yes, sir.
Which is, I never honestly did any research on. I love the Bronco, but never knew all the specs about it. So we're going to inform y'all, tell y'all about the car, and have an interesting time.
Yeah, so, it's a pretty anticipated car. I know a lot of people are going to buy this car.
Yeah. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone's talking about it. And with Ford releasing the 2021 Bronco prototype, or the concept car, it's getting pretty hyped.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
So
basically, let's start off with the old Bronco.
Yeah. Specs for that one.
Hold on, yeah. We don't have anything memorized, so on top of our head.
Some juicy notes here. Yeah, this Bronco, by the way, all you Jeep people, I know, you guys better watch out, okay? And I know Jeep is pooping their pants right now, dude. I know that they're just absolutely just taking a dump, because this thing is it's been a long time since Jeep's had a competitor, and this is the one thing that's going to compete with the Jeep Wrangler.
I don't think their Jeep really has a competitor besides. It really doesn't. Modern, right now, before the Bronco, what would Jeep's competitor be? Really nothing, right?
Really nothing.
What's another off? Maybe trucks, but that's
maybe 4Runners, but 4Runners don't have anywhere close to the
Jeep's compatibility. Right?
Yeah. You can't take the doors off.
You can't do anything.
The Bronco, you can do all of that. You can take. They have soft tops. They have hard tops. You can take the doors off, and
Bronco's bigger, right?
Yeah, it's. I think it's a little bit taller. I think also the wheelbase is a little bit bigger. But if we're looking at the original Bronco, the '65 Bronco, it had a 170 cubic inch inline six engine. Now, obviously, it's an inline six, but it only made 105 horsepower. That is less than my i4.
It's still less than my Mustang.
That's insane. Of course, it was carbureted, and it had that boxy body style. I know that. Everybody knows.
It was a good body style. I loved it.
It was a pretty good body. Yeah. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Of course, 4-wheel drive with it had a 3-speed manual transmission. 3 speeds.
Okay, but looking at 0 to 60 right now, 18.4 seconds for 0 to 60.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
No one was racing those, but hey, bro. That's hilarious. That's funny.
Oh, my God.
It only had a top speed of 80 miles per hour.
Is that slower than yours?
Yeah, it was slower. Of course, mine was made
Oh, yours is Japanese.
It was 20 years after. So I had some time to.
Okay, yeah.
Because I could hit 80 in mine. It's a sketchy 80, but it's still a pretty good 80, and I'm still not high RPMs. Those things, they only have 3 gears, dude.
Oh my God.
At the highest, you could probably go 75, and then your engine's maxing out. You're probably redlining to get 80.
Jesus.
But it does have a 2-gear transfer case.
But the good thing it could tow 3,500 pounds with the towing capacity.
Yeah.
So.
Produces 158 pounds per feet of torque. Which, looking at the rest of the cars, is kind of bad.
Yeah. So we could say the old Bronco wasn't probably the best back then.
Definitely.
It was good, but it wasn't the top notch. No. But honestly, I personally don't know anyone who's owned a Bronco. Or I've never actually seen a Bronco on the road. So
I really haven't. Other than OJ's tapes.
Do you know why they stopped making one? Or why it's been such a long time?
Probably just because people stopped buying them. and maybe because they were like just being like, because I know like the Bronco competed a lot, not only with like Jeeps, but also there's the International Scouts or Land Rovers and Cruisers, and so it had to compete with a lot of those cars. And I think the whole crossover craze with Forerunners and such, kind of
You could say Land Rover was like a modern day Jeep, basically.
Yeah.
You could say that.
They could compete pretty good.
Okay, not the modern day Land Rovers, but like the old ones.
Yeah, the old ones could. Modern days are just
SUVs.
Yeah, they're just straight up SUVs. I don't even know. They don't really have. Like, they have some off-road capability, but not enough.
Honestly, Honda Ridgeline has more off-road capability.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Like, I'd feel more comfortable taking my Honda Ridgeline up in the mountains than a modern Land Rover.
Yeah. I mean, they look kind of nice.
They do look nice, of course. But,
yeah.
So if we're looking at the 2021 Bronco specs, so there are, I'm pretty sure only I think there's only 2 engine options. Actually, there's 3 engine options. So there's the 2.3 liter, 270 horsepower, 310 feet of torque. This is the i4, the 16 valve i4. It's turbocharged, which is unbelievable. And then they have a 2.7 liter V6, which has twin turbos, creates 310 horsepower and 400 pounds.
What's the Raptor? Is that better than the Raptor? No, I think the Raptor's like 500 horsepower, right?
I'm pretty sure Raptor's a V8.
Oh yeah,
stupid. There's no V8 option in this, which I mean isn't a total killer, but if they had a massive V8 in there along with like turbos and such,
I spelled engine ENGIE.
Nice.
Oh, Raptors have a 3.5 liter V6.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay. Well, never mind. I know people upgrade those a ton.
Oh yeah. But they make 450 horsepower. So
I looked at the pictures yesterday, and because Ford dropped the video on Instagram yesterday, they released everything yesterday.
Oh.
But if you look at the pictures, the Broncos look a ton like Jeeps, dude. They look just like the new Jeeps, which
is
the
2021 Wrangler and all that.
Yeah. They kind of like the headlights look somewhat the same.
Oh yeah, they have those halogens, don't they?
Yeah. And so they have the same boxy body style that they did when the original Bronco came out, but they do look a lot like a Jeep. Mm-hmm. Like it's kind of this fusion of like Jeep and Ford. It's a pretty interesting looking car.
So would you say it looks like your dad's Cruiser a little bit?
In a way, it does have that boxy style.
You could say that, right?
Yeah,
I think the Bronco's a little longer, maybe.
I think it might be a little shorter. Well, maybe not the 2-door. The 2-door might be kind of longer. The 4-door. The 2-door would be really that would be shorter.
I personally have seen only one picture of it. It was like greenish with the halogens. I think it was a 4-door, and it looked pretty long to me in the pictures. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the 4-door would be. It'd be kind of like Dylan Street.
Yeah,
they'd be pretty long.
Yeah.
So it is of course 4-wheel drive. It has a 7-speed manual. But what's weird is that they call it a 7-speed manual, but it's actually a 6-speed with a crawl gear. So like the gear map would be reverse would be all the way over to the left, and then below reverse is a crawl gear, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 the rest of the way, which is interesting. They also have the 10-speed auto option.
Jesus.
Let me just say this about off-road vehicles and automatic transmissions.
It's gonna struggle.
It's such a disappointment too when I see people drive Jeeps around and they're automatic. Like, I have built up such an argument on...
You can come to this man for an argument about any Jeeps. Like, if you want to argue about Jeeps, go to this dude.
Because I can't stand people that ride around with automatic Jeeps and think that they can just take them wherever they want. Because Jeeps now are... First of all, they're really expensive, and when... In an automatic transmission, you have no speed control. The gears just go up and down however they feel. So you can't really control the car. Now, if you're just kind of crawling along, maybe if you're going really slow, but for you don't get as much power with an automatic.
Yeah. But some of the pricing of these cars now. Okay, so the base level I was looking at is $28,000.
Yeah.
The soft top 4-door hot top.
Yeah.
Two tow hooks, 2 in the front, 1 in the back. 2 tow hooks in the front, back.
Yeah, 2 tow hooks in the front, 1 in the back.
Oh, so it gets stuck. Okay.
It comes with a bottle opener. I don't know. We got this information on Ford's website, and they said it had a bottle opener in the cargo area. I don't know why.
I mean, if you're in the back with your boys chugging beers, I guess you can use a bottle opener. So that's 28,000.
That's the base trim.
Mm-hmm. So 28,000 for a base trim isn't that bad, honestly.
It's pretty good. I mean, for what you get out of the base trim, it's a pretty good price.
Mm-hmm. I'm not saying compare anything to a Raptor, because a Raptors is something different, man. That's like, did you hear about the new Dodge they're making? A new Dodge truck?
They're making another.
They're competing with the Raptor now.
Uh-oh.
I forgot the name was, but apparently saying it's a big competition. We can talk about it in another episode.
Yeah,
but,
we'll talk about that later.
So there's a big bend. Is that the new model or something?
It's the second best trim package for the Bronco.
So okay, the prices vary from 28,000 to 59,000.
Yeah, but there's 6 levels of trims in there, and various packages you can get. So.
Yeah, so there's a base which is 28,000, the big bend which is 33,000. It's different grill with dual tops.
Also has a badge. Every trim has a different badge.
Oh, so the Dodge Hellcat.
Yeah, it has a different badge on the side.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Black Diamond heavy duty. Where do these names come from? Who's
Jeep? Ford. Ford just made them up. I don't know.
Front bumper, rubberized flooring, brush plate upgrade. So Black Diamond seems like a modern day rock climbing type of Bronco. Yeah. So the Outer Banks, I love that TV show. 38,000. Nothing really changes. Some interior, exterior changes. Okay. And the Badlands, 42,000. So it comes with a front stabilizer bar that's disconnected. Electronic locking front and rear axle. That's interesting. So
yeah, it's pretty interesting. I mean, it's so for the first couple levels, they're pretty much all the same. There's just a lot of interior tweaks. It's not until you get to the Badlands that you start getting a lot of off-road attachments and such. So
you could say basically till the base till the Outer Banks is basically the modern day driving on the road here and there on the dirt. But if you get to the Badlands and to the first edition, so if you say the Badlands, or let's go to the Wild Track, which is 48,000, 2.7 liter EcoBoost engine with 310 gas horsepower and 400 pounds of torque. So Sasquatch package.
Yeah, they so for some reason. I think you can get the Sasquatch package, which has the Sasquatch package includes the 35-inch tires, the 17-inch bedlock capable wheels, front and rear locking differentials. Let's see, I think this is Bill Stein, position sensitive monocube shocks, and the 4.7 final drive ratio and high clearance fender flares. That's what comes in the Sasquatch package, but I think you can get it for every trim. But I think Wild Track and up, just the Wild Track and the first edition,
just come with it.
Yeah, they come with it. So
that's interesting.
Yeah.
So honestly, I see a new Bronco on the road. Wait, 2021, right? So maybe next year.
Yeah, it's not going to come until spring next year. It's going to be a while.
Okay, great.
They're good looking cars.
If the world lives till next year.
Oh yeah, we even survive.
Oh my God. Okay, so then this comes to the last one, the first edition, which is $60K almost. Meant to look like an original Bronco, Sasquatch package included. So, if you really want to spend $60K on a Bronco with all the off-roading capabilities that looks like the old one,
yeah,
you can spend $60K on that. Or buy a really good Cobra, or Cobra's probably a little bit more, but that's just my bias against Mustangs. I'm going to tell you this right now, I never really liked SUVs. They're so tall, and I'm kind of short. I'm 5'8"-ish, and they're just so tall, man. Yeah. I just gotta look. I just can't do it. So I like the low cars, but anyone who's interested in them, go ahead, knock yourself out.
So there's also another whole car that Ford has made. It's the Bronco Sport. It looks just like a Grand Cherokee or a Compass.
Okay.
Or a Jeep. It's Ford basically copied the Grand Cherokee. It's a little sad, but it's whatever. Now, okay, let's compare this to Jeep real quick. Let's look at the 2021 Jeep Wrangler specs. So they have the engine, 3.6 liter V6. Now there's also, just a little side note, there's a new 392 V8 engine coming out with 450 horsepower and 450 pound-foot of torque.
Woo! Ooh. Are
I'm
there
just
pictures
saying.
leaked or anything on the Jeep?
I know it's on their website.
So we can just post them on the video and y'all
It's on
can
their
look at them.
website.
Okay.
I know the engine is. I don't know. I don't think it's out yet, but I know
Okay.
that they're
Concepts.
They're just bringing it out. But the Jeep's coming out with a V8 engine, so Ford I would watch out. But anyway, back to the V6. The 3.6 liter V6 produces 285 horsepower and 260 pound-foot of torque. Comes with the 6-speed manual or the 8-speed auto. And then also there is a 2.0 liter i4 for the Jeep if you're into that kind of thing.
So they have three engine models. Right?
Yeah.
3.6 liter V6, i4, or the 3 liter turbo diesel. I'm looking at that right now.
Yeah. Yeah, they also have a 3 liter turbo diesel.
A diesel Jeep.
They're Jeep's coming up with some good engines here.
I think this is going to be an interesting war in 2021.
Which, I'm not even going to lie to you, Jeeps, like, they're not fast machines, but they have engines that are just so powerful.
Yeah. Like, the new Jeeps, like, they might not be fast, but, like, they can definitely get work done.
Oh, yeah. They can tow a lot, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty incredible.
Mm-hmm.
If we look at, also, the Jeep has a wheelbase of, there's a variance, 96.8 to 118.4 inches in the wheelbase. I think that just depends on which one you buy.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you buy the 2-door versus the 4-door. There's also other packages.
Okay.
Now, as far as like the Bronco goes, it actually has 100.4 inches in the wheelbase for the 2-door, 116 inches on the 4-door. Now it kind of loses and beats Jeep in this corner, but yeah. The Bronco also has front and rear lockers, which I'm not exactly sure some Jeeps have. I know some do, some don't. I'm not exactly sure what's up with that. They've changed over the years.
Yeah.
Also, the 21 Bronco has a Dana 44 solid rear axle and teams with a Dana independent front differential unit. Both are available with electronic locking differentials that distribute the power equally between both wheels.
So there's a lot of technology going into this Ford Bronco.
Oh,
Honestly, what this reminds me of, so I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure y'all watch Chris Fix. He has his own Hummer, and he has like, actually no, there's nothing like the Hummer, never mind. I mean, so I think what I remember, his Hummer had some axles that like were powered by itself or something like that, and I'm not really sure if I'm talking about the same thing, but I feel like it'd be the same thing as the Bronco. I'm not sure if you know who I'm talking about. His Hummer. But if y'all want to go check it out, just go check out Chris Fix and his first car, his Hummer, and might go check that out. But that was an interesting car too because it was like a military Hummer, and everything was like incredible. And like the axles were all powered differently. It was a super interesting video to watch. Go check them out. But it's back to our Ford Bronco and Jeep debate.
So if we look at the crawl ratios, the Bronco has a crawl ratio of 94.7 to 1 on the manual. And so all you automatic people, take a good listen at this. So the 94.7 to 1 is on the manual only. For the automatic, it's a 67.8 to 1. So you lose that crawl ratio is completely different.
30.
Yeah. On the Jeep, also the manual is an 84.2 to 1. And the auto is a 77.2 to 1. So in the Jeep, on the auto, you lose a lot of stuff there. But the Bronco takes the crawl ratio here.
Yeah.
If you look at the tires, the Bronco, I guess tires don't really matter because you can always get bigger ones. But the Bronco comes stock in the not stock. If you get the Sasquatch package, they come with the 35-inch tires. On the Jeep, you can get 33-inch tires. Obviously, you can go higher than that.
Always your own lift kit and everything.
Yeah, you can always go crazy, but the Bronco comes standard with this stuff. Ground clearance, Bronco has 11.5 inches of ground clearance, and the Jeep only has 10.8. And again, you can get lifts and change that up, so that really doesn't matter.
Most of our parking garages aren't like.
Oh yeah, I know. They don't look that tall, the Broncos, but they're like thick machines. They're pretty big, dude.
I've never been next to one. I bet it's gonna be massive.
Oh yeah.
I'm kind of interested to see what people are going to do to their Broncos, all aftermarket parts, how high they get. Oh, wow.
Now, if we look at the ankles, what? angles.
Oh, the camber. I think I'm talking about. It might be the camber.
Yeah.
Breaker rank, departure rank. Yeah, maybe the camber talking about. 43.2 degrees for the Jeep. And so if you go to the approach angle, 43.2 degrees for the Jeep, and then
actually that's the Bronco. It's the Bronco.
Wait, what?
The left side the Bronco, right side the Jeep. The docs is messed up here.
Oh,
Dang
okay.
docs. Dang it, Google.
Dang it, docs. See, okay, so he made most of it. Actually, I didn't make any of it. I was gonna do I did like very minimal research about this, so I know like some of it on here, but he did all the angle depth, he did all the ground clearance and all that.
And I will put my source in the description. Some of it I got from Ford, some of it I got from Jeep, some of it I got from another source website, CNET, which isn't, I wouldn't say that credible, but it seemed to have good information on there. So
honestly, right now, none of this is like accurate because cars haven't released yet, so people don't know all the specs. We have to go based on what Ford says, and who knows if Ford's right or not. It's Ford. So, you can talk about the angle specs.
Yeah, so the angle, so we have the approach angle, 43.2 degrees on the Bronco, 43.9 degrees on the Jeep, so Jeep's better there. On the breakover angle, we got 26.3 on the Bronco, 22.6 on the Jeep. Departure angle, 37 degrees on the Bronco, 37 degrees on the Jeep, so they're equal there. And then for the fording depth, we have 33.3 inches for the Bronco and 30 inches exactly for the Jeep.
Oh, okay, so these angles we're talking about, this is basically how steep they can go up something. So I just searched out the breakover angle up. What are approach and departure and breakover angles? So it just talks about how steep the car can handle going up something. So honestly, I don't deal with SUVs that much. So I'm not sure if that's really good or not, or that's like good average. But it seems like it should be 43.2 degrees.
Decent, yeah.
So if you think a protractor and like 43,
some quick math here, boys.
some quick geometry right here. So just imagine I have a protractor in my hand and like, how would you use a protractor? So 43 point.
You need to whip one out.
I don't have a protractor. Hold on. Let me like search protractor up, guys, real quick.
While he does that, I'm going to talk about some of the packages. Really, actually, there's nothing more to talk about in the package because so there's the Sasquatch package, which we've already explained. He's got it.
Hold on, let me like. So you can say 42 degrees is like around here. He'll show you a picture on there. So 43 degrees. So it can probably incline about like that much.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, for its height, it's pretty good.
It's not bad.
So,
yeah.
Now on the packages, so there's 4 packages. The Sasquatch package is the best. Then I think there's the mid, the high, and the luxe package. I know like the high is just the mid package with like a couple other things, and like the luxe is just the high and the mid package with a couple of things. Like they're not really that much different. But Ford didn't actually release any info on these. Like there wasn't any info on their website about them. That just said you could get this package with this trim, which doesn't make any sense at all. But that's what they put. I don't know what they were doing.
They're just keeping it very interesting right now because the car scene, because Ford is actually doing a lot of big stuff next year, all I know, with the Mustang Mach 1 or the Mach E or something. So, which I heard about this like electric SUV, but they put a Mustang badge on it, which is infuriating to many people who own a Mustang. Because why would you transform such an amazing, beautiful car, which were like fast sedans or like drag cars meant to be dragged into an electric SUV? Like, why would you do that? Like, why? But they're also making, I think, a 2021 Mach 1 or like a rebuilt Mach 1 or something like that, which I heard. I haven't really looked that up. I might search that up and give some research. We can talk about it another day, but
yeah,
that's different.
But to be honest with you, if anybody's wondering, like, is this a good buy? I'd say the Bronco's a good buy. I mean, I did like a little like fun build this morning on Jeep's website. I built a little 2-door Rubicon. Oh. It came out. It had I had the V6 in there. I had the manual transmission in there. I had had the steel bumper packages, the light package on there and stuff. that whole thing is a 2-door Rubicon. Came out to $44,000.
Wait, only 2 doors?
Yeah, only 2 doors. You don't get the 4-door, and I think the 4 doors now only have the solid axles. I think in the 2 doors, I think only the rear axle is the solid rear axle, like the steel axle.
Okay.
I think in the 2 doors it's both. On the 1-door Rubicon, I think it's only the back. I'm not sure on that, but I do know the 2 doors are definitely better. They have bigger engines, of course. So I thought that was a little bit of a whip. But the fact you can get one of these Broncos and the base is 28, right? 28,000, it's 29,000, and then just to go up to the Big Bend or even the Outer Banks, like just to get a base Badlands would be 42,000, and then you're actually getting probably more than you would with the Jeep at just 42. So you're actually, I know it's only 2,000, but
you gotta think about like all the stuff you get, all the power you probably get out of.
Yeah.
So honestly, the Bronco probably wins this one, honestly, against the Jeep 2021 Wrangler. Well, we all gotta see when it comes out, see how it performs, see all the track tests and everything, which will be released later. So we'll keep updating y'all on that. But this is gonna be interesting with the Bronco and the Jeep.
But my for sure answer, I'd get one if I could. I'd buy one if I could.
I'm not a big fan of SUVs, but if I had to get one, I would probably go Bronco.
Yeah, it's a good off-road vehicle for sure.
Yeah, it's not because I'm biased against Ford or anything, because I have a Ford. I'm just saying, like, legitimately, all the stats, the clearance, the axles, the power distributed. The Ford Bronco wins this by a fair margin.
Yeah, it definitely plays the competition. So. Yeah. So
I guess Jeep's in for a long run.
Yeah, they are going to have to figure something out. Now, I will say a lot of people are going to flock to that new V8 because it has a ton of horsepower and it's going kind of nutty. So, that's just something to look out for in that new 392 Jeep engine. But,
Okay. Well, I guess we're just going to wrap it up here.
Yeah, that's pretty much all we got. We're just going to talk about the Bronco today. We'll be back next week with some more topics.
Yeah. Probably bring the Mustang. I keep saying Mustang. Okay, now probably talk about the Mustang Mach 1, or maybe talk about the new Ford Raptor competitor, which is going to be interesting with Dodge. So yeah, well, pieces. Reese's Pieces.
See the news, boys.
Deuce.
Peace, guys.